hungry feeling came on me stealing, and the mice were squealing in my prison cell. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. To begin the morning, and the screw was bawling, I get up, you boaty, and clean up yourself. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. And the wind was sighing as the day was dying, as the lag lay crying in his prison cell. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. While the screw was peeping, as the lag lay sleeping, as he lay there weeping for his girl's sound. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. In the female prison, there's 70 women, and it's up there with them I wish I'd dwell. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal.
call my rebels, last call my friends. Together we stand in the end. From north and from south, all over the land. My brothers, my comrades, my friends. So raise your glass to the boys no longer here, and raise your glasses and always be proud. Stand for the fallen, stand here and now without fear.
It was far across the sea when the devil got a hold of me, when he set me free. Free took my soul for ransom. I'm a sailorman from Glasgow town, I'm from this world around and round. He's the meanest thing that I have done. Oh, my piece of one brain. It's the looks me in the eyes, it's nearly took me by surprise. Take me to your paradise, want to see the jungle. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle scene. That's where the lion sleeps. And all those boys, they have a place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall, it says the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. Up close, up close. Graffiti on the wall, it says what magic, graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. And it says, ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. We went to Shankati, by the paradise to feed the seekers, no chip for the weak. They danced among the natives. From the Amazon, the Borneo, from Africa to Turkey, the darkest jungles of the world. Nowhere could I go so. Around this earth, cause that we way. Turn to me and he did say, I think you needed me to check. I want your soul in boil. Here we go again. Here we go. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle street. That's where the lion sits. And all those evil eyes, they have a place in paradise. Everybody's graffiti on the wall, it says the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall, it says what magic, graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. What's it say? Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round. Ooh, ah, up the round, say, ooh, ah, up the round.
I was young, I had a twist for punching babies with me fist. And then I thought I would enlist and join the British Army. Oh, they're looking for monkeys in the zoo. And if I had a place like you, I'd join the British Army. When I was young, I used to be a fine lad at the B&C in the Prince of Wales. He says to me, come join the British Army. They're looking for monkeys up in the zoo. And if I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Corporal Daly went away, he left his wife in the family way, and the only thing that she could say was blame the British Army. They're looking for monkeys up in the zoo, and if I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Celtic soldiers wear no drawers, Mary won't you let them use the poor should always help the poor, God save the British Army. They're looking for monkeys up in the zoo, and if I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Ian Paisley has the drought, fill him up with Guinness stout. They beat the enemy with his belt and save the British Army. They're looking for monkeys up in the zoo, and if I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. With a fuss and leave the bones out in the dust. I know with a quite maybe us the gallant British Army. They're looking for monkeys up in the zoo, and if I had a face like you, I would join the British Army. So if you're young and in your prime and fond of every kind of crime, I promise you a jolly good time inside the British Army. They're looking for what to do, and I'll work on till I come the British Army.
by brain. You've earned your pay, who for centuries long past for no more than your bread. You've bled for your country and counted your dead in factories and mills, in shipyards and mines. We've often been told, lads, keep up with the times, and our skills are not needed. They've streamlined the job. Now slide rule and stopwatch, I pray they have robbed. But when the sky darkens and the prospect is war, who's then given a gun and pushed to the fore and expected to die for the land of our birth, when we've never owned one handful of earth? We're the first ones to starve and the first ones to die. We're the first ones in line for the pie in the sky, and we're always the last when the cream is shared out, when the worker's working and the fat cat's about, and all of the things the worker has done, from ploughing feed to carrying the gun. We've been yoked to the plough since time first began, and we're always expected to carry the can.
The Scarlet Banner, the Scarlet Banner. Come on, workers, to revolution. The Scarlet Banner, triumphantly. On the march, they're overtreaded. Against the freedom, against the freedom. The people's on the march, the road they're treading. Release the freedom and liberty. And we're Scarlet Banner triumphantly. We're Scarlet Banner triumphantly. We're Scarlet Banner triumphantly. We are socialismo e la libertà.
So you've had enough of heartache, what has gone before? The cross the maid you carry was left outside your door. That's where you stood alone, tormented, as your world came crashing down. But I never heard a bitter word or saw an evil frown. Then the whole world turned against you, made their souls burn in disgrace. When they took you and they shook you, and the tears ran down your face. And then the liars almost killed you with their words that were not true. But tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. Ah, tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. You were innocent as Mary, and your face was white as snow. And the first time that I saw you, I felt your spirit glow. And we shared our nervous laughter, put our worries on the shelf. And you said, don't think of tomorrow, let the future heal itself. But the middle class subversives, they gloated at your pain. They'd search you at the wake house, and they cursed your family name. But let them drink their cappuccinos in the smug way that they do. For tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. Ah, tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. Yeah, the middle class subversives, they gloated at your pain. They'd search you at the wake house and curse your family name, but let them drink their pints of maca in the smug way that they do. For tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. Ah, tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. And I wonder how much heartache can a single person take? Well, you've been to hell and back 3 times and never had a break. But sometimes when you're laughing, I can hear a lonely tear. The laughter of a little child grown old before her years. And if you know your history like I think I know mine, then vengeance comes to those who wait, and we'll wait a long time. And I don't have all the answers, but there's one I know is true. Tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. Ah, tomorrow belongs to you, love. Tomorrow belongs to you. Tomorrow belongs to you.
This is a song I've been doing on and off for a number of years. It's all about I've been very proud of where you come from. It's all about being proud of your roots. In this day and age, we're told that we should all strive to be rich and famous. We should all strive to have gold and fancy cars and fancy houses. This next song's all about being proud of being a working class individual. Being proud of your roots. Because the working class people are always the salt of the earth no matter where you go. And Jesus guy keeps trying to give everybody pints of Guinness here. It's called The Working Class Hero is Something to Me. Well, as soon as you're born, they make you feel small, by giving you no time instead of it all, till the pain is so big you feel nothing at all. Well, a working class hero is something to me. A working class hero is something to be. Well, they hurt you at home and they hit you in school. They hate you if you're clever, but they despise a fool. Till you're so fucking crazy you can't follow their rules. Well, a working class hero, it is something to be. A working class hero, it is something to be. And they've tortured and scared you for 20 odd years, and then they expect you to pick a career, but you can't really function 'cause you're so full of fear. Well, a working class hero, it is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. Keep you drunk with religion and sex and TV, and you think you're so clever and classless and free, but we're still fucking peasants as far as I can see. Well, a working class hero is something to be. A I'm telling you still. But first you must learn how to smile as you kill. If you want to be like the folks on the hill. Well, the working class hero is something to be. Well, the working class hero is something to be. Well, the working class hero is something to be. The working class hero is something to be. Thank you.
Rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. He joined the Transport Union so workers could be free. He fought for Irish freedom for the likes of you and me. James Connolly came from Scotland, a rebel to the core. He wanted not just freedom, but socialism and more. He said when we gain our freedom from England's cruel hands, we'll have to fight the bankers, we'll have to make a stand. So rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. He joined the Transport Union so workers could be free. He fought for Irish freedom for the likes of you and me. He held his line for liberty in the GPO. He held his line for freedom and he would not let it go. Well, the Brits, they bombarded them and they smashed them brick by brick. He held his line for freedom and a socialist republic. So rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. He joined the Transport Union so workers could be free. He fought for Irish freedom for the likes of you and me. Connolly is a hero and they shot him in a chair. They took him from the hospital and those who were there, well, they set his lips at fire on that Easter morn. As the bullet pierced his heart, an Irish martyr was born. What will his legacy be now in this land of mine, where nothing has a reason and little has a rhyme? We fought the O's in Wexford, we drove out the blackened hands. Now we fight the bankers and their queasy hands. So rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. He joined the Transport Union so workers could be free. He fought for Irish freedom for the likes of you and me. So rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. Rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. So rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow for his glory and his fame. He joined the Transport Union so workers could be free. He fought for Irish freedom for the likes of you and me. So rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name. Rise up the Starry Bow in James Connolly's name.
I saw James Connolly's ghost in the Crewgate late last night. So I followed him up and into Stephen Law's close, where it disappeared out of sight. But I searched around through stone cobbled streets, but I never saw him more. So I took myself down the same stone steps where James Connolly walked before. I heard James Conley's voice in the meadows just last year. How still the night, no other noise, but a sound so strong and clear. He called my name, I heard him speak, and his voice shook the branches of the trees. Then it floated away into that midsummer night and travelled southwards toward the Tweed. You can talk in New York City and remember well his Dublin beats, but before the Hudson and the Liffey, James Conley made a mark in Lee. James Connolly's spirit, it lingers yet in every lane and street. From Castle Hill up to Parliament Square, and in the gift of fiery speech. And when you hear the thunder clap, that's Connolly's voice that roars. So take a walk down the same stone steps where James Connolly walked before. You can talk in New York City or remember well his Dublin beats, but before the Hudson and the Liffey, James Connolly made a mark in Lee.
There's a page in history when the workers first fought back, and the mine of exploitation at last began to crack. In farm and field and factory, the workshop, mine and mill, a flame is lit, a beacon bright, and the flame is burning still. And James Conley was there, Conley was there, bold, brave, undaunted, James Conley was there. Tried to sweat the lad away in Glasgow's Clyde, until a voice like thunder soon shook them in their stride. In Liverpool and Belfast, the workers lived in hell, till all last they organised. Now anyone can tell that James Conley was there, Conley was there, bold, brave and daunted, James Conley was there. Martin Murphy and his Dublin millionaires tried bribery, corruption, hypocrisy and fear to break the transport union. They scarcely did enlist, till all their graft was shattered by a scarlatine fist. And James Conley was there, Conley was there, bold, brave was murdered, shot dying in a chair. But go by shots of freedom, Irish workers don't despair. In farm and field and factory, a workshop, mine and mill, a flame is lit, a beacon bright, and the flame is burning still. And James Conley will be there, Conley will be there, all brave and daunted, James Conley will be there, oh, James Conley will be there, Conley will be there, all brave and daunted, James Conley will be there.
Thank you very much. We're going to play you one more song. Thank you so much for having us here this evening. This song is for everybody who has Irish blood running through their veins. Take your land away. The king, he say, for now you fight, or I take your land away. So over the hills to kill a man that I have never seen. Over the hills, 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 and I won't die for England. Over the seas, I sail away now. Over the seas, over the seas, over the seas, I sail away now. To kill a man, to kill a man, to kill a man that I have never seen. To kill a man, to kill a man, to kill a man that I have never seen. The king is saying, but now you fight, or I take your children. The king he says, and now you fight, or I take your children. So over the seas, far away to kill the Frenchman. Over the seas, 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 and I won't die for England. Not for England. Far away from my
the listen, Bernard. Oh, listen, Bernard. Listen, Bernard. How's it going there, everybody? From Cork, New York, and Dockert to Hark and Glenamary. Here we are in the County Clare, and it's a long, long way from here to there. There's the Burren, and there's the Cliffs of Moher, and there's the Tulla, and the Kilfenore, and there's Michael Russell, and Dr. Bill, and Willie Clancy, and Noel Hill, and flutes and fiddles everywhere. If it's music you want, friend. Oh, listen, Bernard, the banner. Listen, Bernard. Sing it. Oh, listen, Bernard. Listen, Bernard. Everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Some head off to exotic places, and others go to the Galway races. And Matty goes to the south of France, and Jim to the dogs, Peter to the dance, and a cousin of mine goes potholing. A cousin of hers is heavy into Joe Dolan. As the summer comes around each year, well, we go there and they come here, and some jet off to Frahilliana, and we always head down to to Liston, Bernard. I was right. Liston, Bernard. We're singing now, come on. Oh, Liston, Bernard. Lovely. Liston, Bernard. Well, I normally leave on a Thursday night with my tent and my ground sheet rolled up tight. I like to get into the stone in around Friday afternoon, 'cause this gives me time to get my tent up, get my gear together. I don't need to worry about the weather. I can ramble in for a pint of stout. You never know who'd be hanging about. There's a Dutchman playing a mandolin, and there's a German looking for Liam O'Flynn. Adam and Bono and Larry in the Edge getting the photo taken for the guide. Finbar, Charlie and Jim Hand, and the drinking pints, debate the band, and Liston, Bernard. Liston, Bernard. Oh, Liston, Bernard. The Liston, Bernard. The multitudes, they flocked in throngs to hear the music and the songs, and motorbikes and high-ace vans with bottles, barrels, flagons, cans. Mighty crack and loads of frolics, and pioneers and alcoholics, and Plack and Spook and the FCA, and Free Nicky Kelly and the IRA, and hairy chests and milk white ties, and Mickey Dodgers in disguise, and McGraths, O'Briens, Pippins, Coxes, massage parlours and horse boxes, and RTE are making tapes and taking breaks and throwing shapes, and Aurons and Bowrons and Amadons, and hairy freaks and Arab sheiks and Hindu Sikhs and Jesus freaks, and this is heaven and this is hell, and who cares, sure, and who can tell, and anyone for the last few chuck eyes is there now. Before we go, the Liston, Bernard. The Liston, Bernard. Oh, Liston, Bernard. Liston, Bernard. 747 for Jackson Brown to build a special run, but just to get him down. And before the chieftains could start to play, there was 6 creamy pints came out in a tray. Oh, Sean Cannon doing the backstage cooking. Shergar was ridden by Lord Lucan. Mary O'Hara and the Brush Shields together singing the Four Green Fields. Clonard were playing Harry's Game, and Kristen Berg was singing Lady in Red in a Spanish Train, and Van der Man was going, turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Give us a song there, man, one. Okay. Tell me, ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Ah, sure, everybody needs a bra. This is... Okay. Huh? Yeah, well... Bollocks. Okay, we'll pick it up. Everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in the lake. Shut now. I've lost it.
It was particularly difficult to do it the other day. it fell asunder a few times. And then also I've been singing Liston Varna solo for 20 years now. So there's no discipline.
I drove my Saracen through your garden last night. I kicked your front door down around at midnight. Oh, something's telling me, boy, that you're avoiding me. And when I find you, you will go for your tea. Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a lovely new flak jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we'll hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. My good friend Bertie, he's in the UDR, searching for weapons, he will go near and far. Oh, up around by Kappa, you'll never find him there. The only gun he'll get there is an Armalite in his ear. Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a lovely new flak jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we'd hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. My good friend Trevor, he's in the RUC. I see. But now they've handed him his redundancy. I see. All the folks along the border won't be seeing him anymore. That provost sniper will be missing him for sure. Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a lovely new flak jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we'll hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. My good friend Nigel, he's in the SAS. Oh yes. He said the change, it's just as good as the rest. Oh yes. But now they've gone and posted him way down to Crossmidland. He wished the blazes he was back in jail again. Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots. I've got a lovely new flak jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we'll hold each other's hands. We are the British Army and we're here to take your land. My good friend Sammy, he's in the DUP. I see. Outstanding member, as all the world can see. I see. Oh, you go up to Donegal if you want to have some fun. I said I'll take a run there if I have nothing on. Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet and a pair of kinky boots.
I've got a lovely new flak jacket, a lovely cargo suit, and when we go on night patrol, we'll hold each other's hands. We are the British Army, and we're here to take your land. Yes, we are the British Army, we're here to take your land. Oh, there you go, you boy. On your power. Give her that.
Hey, big man, you show me the way to the northern bank, por favor.
Never, never, never.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ooh, ah, everybody blame the ride. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-lee. It's not true, 'cause it was me. All the guards were yawning. Northern Bank on that Belfast morning. I told the lads to be there, with the white van waiting for me there. Just pull off the highway, open up the door, fill the van with millions in bin bags by the score. Well, you can call me Pancho Villa, I got millions stuffed in my pillow. I'm on the run to Amarillo, with millions waiting there for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ooh, ah, everybody blame the ride. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-lee. It's not true, 'cause it was me. Tried to blame the shitters. We all know they're saints, not sinners. It couldn't have been the provos. The whole world knows they're on a go slow. Police are so frustrated, don't know what to say. Who else could have done it if it's not the IRA? Well, you can call me Pancho Villa, I got millions stuffed in my pillow. I'm on the run to Amarillo, with millions waiting there for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ooh, ah, everybody blame the ride. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-lee. It's not true, 'cause it was me. Well, you can call me Pancho Villa, I got millions stuffed in my pillow. I'm on the run to Amarillo, with millions waiting there for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ooh, ah, everybody blame the ride. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-lee. It's not true, 'cause it was me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ooh, ah, everybody blame the ride. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-lee. It's not true, 'cause it was me. It's not true, 'cause it was me. Cha-cha-cha. Underground, overground, swim in the sea. By chopper or tunnel, the provos go free. Over the wall or just out the front gate. And here are some songs about how they escaped.
Bram Faulkner said one day that internment's here to stay. The stroke of his orange pen to the Maidstone sent our men. And did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? Brian F. he did not know, our boys didn't want to go, and one upon a whim says, I think we'll take a swim. And did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? In the side they cut a hole and went sliding down a pole, saying, boys, there's 7 of us, so I think we'll take the bus. And did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before? To the markets they did drive, and were helped when they arrived by our gallant Irish folk. who all laughed at this big joke. And did you ever see, did you ever see, did you ever see such a funny thing before?
So it here's up your arsenal and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the crumbling kangaroos. In the Crumlin Road jail now, all the prisoners one day, they took out a football and started for to play. And as the wardens watched there the passing of the ball, one of the bloody football teams went up and over the wall. So it here's up your arsenal and a George best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. The wardens they looked on now in the greatest of surprise. This sight they saw before them brought tears to all their eyes. For one of the teams had disappeared, for Ireland they'd been called. They'd been given a free transfer to a team just over the wall. So it here's up your arsenal and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. The governor, he came down now, his face all in a twist. He said, line up these men now, till I get out my list. Now two teams started playing, of this we all agree. But now we're short of players and the bloody referee. So it here's up your arsenal and a George best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos.
The 25th of September in the year 83, from the cages of Longcase 38 men ran free. That show, said the governor, you all must agree. If they had been English, they'd have stayed for their tea. Did they ever return? No, they never returned. And one thing you can be sure, well, this time 38 went right on out of the gate. But the next time there'll be more. The governor was angry and he made it quite clear who gave them permission to drive out of here. They'll get into trouble if they're stopped, can't they see? The van they are driving has no PSV. Did they ever return? No, they never returned. And one thing you can be sure, well, this time 38 went right on out of the gate. But the next time there'll be more. Well, poor Mr. Pryor could not show his face, for Margaret Thatcher thought it's a disgrace. It's bad enough provos all over the place, but 38 dinners have all gone to waste. Did they ever return? No, they never returned. And one thing you can be sure, well, now this time 38 went right on out of the gate. But the next time there'll be more. Now the governor and warders didn't know what to do. It was clear that security would need a review. They doubled the guards and they cleared up the mess. But then Liam Avril waltzed out in a dress. Did they ever return? No, they never returned. And one thing you can be sure, well, now this time 38 went right on out of the gate. But the next time there'll be more. Did they ever return? No, they never returned. And one thing you can be sure, well, now this time 38 went right on out of the gate. But the next time there'll be more. Well, this time 38 went right on out of the gate. But the next time there'll be more.
My little 150, she's rapid and she's nifty. 50 on a windy day. My little Honda 50 hit the nitro and she'll shift me, get me away from the Garda any day. I got her in the buy and sell back in 92. A travelling man in a caravan says this is the big for you. He was looking for 100, I gave him 32. Took her for a spin out the Kinnegad Road and begodgy feckin' flew. Oh, my little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. My little Honda 50 hit the nitro and she'll shift me, get me away from the Garda any day. I drove her into Newbridge, looking for a couple of parts. Alloy wheels and a sat-nav and a new push-button start. Heading out to Robertstown for the bingo and the beer. Coming down the hill of Allen, she hit the ton in second gear. I was riding across the Curragh, nice and slow. The guards pulled in behind me, Sergeant Kelly, don't you know? I said, oh, Buck, just me luck, I hit the nitro hard. By the time the squad hit Brockett's Cross, I had her parked in Brady's yard. Oh, my little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. My little Honda 50 hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the Garda any day. She'll do 150 on a windy day. You know, my little Honda 50 hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the Garda.
Way down in Uruguay, in the land of sun, a football feast was to be seen between the Glasgow Celtic, the champions of Europe, and racing from Argentine. Though nearly everyone came to this land of sun, a football feast just to see. Oh, there was TV cameras from every nation, none from the BBC. Oh, 1, 2, and then kick, cha-cha-cha. It was the dirtiest game I've ever seen, between the Glasgow Celtic, the champions of Europe, and racing from Argentina. Oh, well, the referee, he came from Paraguay, a South American state. Oh, well, the Glasgow Celtic didn't think much of him, racing thought he was great. Oh, well, he sent off Bobby Lennox, Bobby Murdoch too. He sent off Yogi Bear as well. But when he sent off Butty and told him he was dirty, Butty told him to go to hell. Oh, 1, 2, and then kick, cha-cha-cha. Was the dirtiest game I've ever seen, between the Glasgow Celtic, the champions of Europe, and racing from Argentina. Oh, well, you may have heard or even read somewhere that a racing player was attacked by Big Tam Gemmell, the gentle giant, the Glasgow Celtic's full back. Oh, well, we asked Big Tam, who's as gentle as a lamb, if there's anything he'd like to say. He says, I saw the action replay and I know it looks like me, but I swear it was Danny Kaye. Oh, 1, 2, and then kick, cha-cha-cha. Was the dirtiest game I've ever seen, between the Glasgow Celtic, the champions of Europe, and racing from Argentina. Well, it's a sad reflection on a game of football, and a team like racing won the cup. But the next time we meet them, we're surely gonna beat them, cause the Celtic will be toughened up. Oh, well, the news today from down Parkhead Way, Rich Steam won't let it get him down. He said to make Celtic super, we're signing Henry Cooper and we're working on Walter McCann. Oh, 1, 2, and then kick, cha-cha-cha. Was the dirtiest game I've ever seen,
between the Glasgow Celtic, the champions of Europe, and racing from Argentina. Oh, 1, 2, and then kick, cha-cha-cha, was the dirtiest game I've ever seen. Between the Glasgow Celtic, the champions of Europe, and racing from Argentina.
From the county Mayo town came a man of great renown. As a sailor and a soldier was none bolder. He went to America at an early age, they say, as a cabin boy to sail the wide world over. Then adventure took him south to the De La Plata mouth. San Martin was on the route in Argentina. So 3 whaling ships he bought, and Brazil and Spain he fought, and freedom then he sought for Argentina.
Now Admiral William Brown, you're a man of courage shown, and in battles fought, the odds were all against you. But your Irish heart was strong, and in memory still lives on, and in Ireland there are some that don't forget you. On St. Patrick's Day it's told, you had many victories bold. You defeated all invaders, thugs and bullies. Then through the pampas roamed, and you found a happy home. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
He had paired of Irish hands in a noble gallant band that helped to free the land called Argentina. He had paired with great acclaim the Patricio's name and fame when in 1806 the British came for slaughter. And to this very day in the Argentine they say the English ran away from Buenos Aires to the islands further down, and they took them for the crown. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
We remember William Brown and his land of great renown, the invader of the islands from your country. When in 1833, where by pirates forced to flee, and in Ireland sure we know the story fully. And the people that went to the Argentine when you to escape the English laws and wars and famine. They have proved a loyal crew, just like all the Irish do. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
The old colonial days and the cruel English ways, with our thunder plunder we will teach the natives. For the Brits are going to war, just like Whitelock did before, with her ships and guns and drums and flags and banners. In the Empire days of old, when they murdered for the gold and paraded it around the streets of London. Oh, no human rights were given to the natives dead or living. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
In the Argentine he died, Father Fahim by his side. 57 was the year his country mourned him. A hero of the nation, he's remembered with the nation throughout the world where freedom still abounds. And the Southern Cross take note, where bold Willie Bulfin wrote, the Irish still support you, Argentina. With the empire tumbling down, let no paddies back the crown. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina. With the empire tumbling down, let no paddies back the crown. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
Well, I'll have your ear only a while. When I first left my home in old Ireland, it was death, starvation, or exile. When I came to America, it was my duty to go, enter the army and slog across Texas to join in the war against Mexico. And it was there in the pueblos and hillsides that I saw the mistake I had made. I was part of a conquering army with the morals of a bayonet blade. And amidst all those poor dying Catholics, screaming children, the burning stench of it all, myself and 200 Irishmen, we decided to rise to the call. But from Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom tonight. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought beneath the green flag of St. Patrick, and emblazoned with Erin Gabra, and riots with the harp and the shamrock, and Libertad Padre Republica. Just 50 years after Wolf Toll, and 5,000 miles away, the Yanks called us a legion of strangers. And they can talk as they may, but from Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom tonight. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought them in Matamoros, while the volunteers were raping the nuns, and in Monterey and Cerro Gordo, while we fought them as Ireland's sons. When we were red-headed fighters for freedom, amidst brown-skinned women and men, side by side we fought against tyranny, and I dare say we do it again. But from Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom tonight. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Freedom tonight. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought them in 5 major battles. Churubusco was the last. overwhelmed by the cannons from Boston, while we fell with each mortar blast. And most of us died on that hillside in the service of the Mexican state, far away from our occupied homeland. We were heroes and victims of fate, but from Dublin City to San Diego, while we witnessed freedom tonight, so we fought the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Yes, we fought the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. From Dublin City to San Diego, while we witnessed freedom tonight, so we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion. Yes, we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side.
Rob didn't go to the football that day. Well, the league, it was just about one anyway. And he said there was something he just had today. And he spoke about folk he called fascists. He said you're old enough now, Tom, to go on your own. I'm sure that you can, but I'd bust to get on. But I was need to tell her ma where he was going. And he said he was headed for Paris. He said gave me a hug and gave me a smile. Ask a man and he'll lift you out the turnstile. Wave your red banner and hear the crowd roar. But always remember, it's football, no war. At the end of our road, Rob bumped into some mates who quizzed him about the international brigades. They said he was daft, he said he couldn't wait to march into Spain with his brothers. I Rob told them all that to him it was clear, if we don't fight them there, we will fight them here. He asked them to join him, said there's nothing to fear, just as long as they all stood together. He said gave me a hug and gave me a smile. Ask a man and he'll lift you out the turnstile and wave your red banner and hear the crowd roar. But always remember, it's football, no war. He said life's no like football, where the sides are all square. We are ref in the middle to make sure it's fair. Sometimes the others need more than our prayers, and he for one wouldn't ignore them. Then he slipped me a tanner that I've still never spent. Said hasta luego, whatever that meant. He ruffled my hair, smiled and then went. And that was the last time I saw him. He said, gave me a hug and gave me a smile. Ask a man and he'll lift you out the turnstile and wave your red banner and hear the crowd roar. But always remember, it's football, no war. So I gave him a hug and I gave him a smile. I asked the man and he lifted me out the turnstile. And I waved my red banner and heard the crowd roar. And I always remember, it's football, no war.
Fidel and Che Guevara lay in a ship at anchor in the harbour, waiting for the evening tide to rise and bring high water. It's bound for Cuba, she must go across the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Ocean. She's carrying a human cargo, 83 good compañeros, each one burning with determination to be free. Against Batista, the Fidelista, courage was their armour as they fought at Fidel's side with Che Guevara. 10 days out from Mexico, these compañeros landed on the Cuban beach, Los Colorado. Fidel said, this year we'll see our country and our people free, or else we will be martyred. We've only guns enough for 20, the enemy has arms aplenty. Meet him and defeat him, he'll keep us well supplied. Against Batista, the Fidelista, courage was their armour as they fought at Fidel's side with Che Guevara. 5 weeks later in the Canyon del Rio, the Fidel's army had been reduced to 18 compañeros. Hungry, weak and unafraid, learning revolution's trade in the high Sierra Maestra, where the mountain winds did blow, bearing seeds to sprouting soul, crops in Cuban soil that marked the death of slavery. On compañeros to El Lavero, courage was their armour as they fought at Fidel's side with Che Guevara. They fought their way across the peak of El Turquino, joined by bands of volunteers and the men from Santiago. They faced Batista's tanks and trains, drove them back down to the plains from the high Sierra Maestra. They drove the gangsters from Las Villas straight across the Cordilleras. Santa Barbara fell to Che Guevara and was free. On compañeros to El Lavero, courage was their armour as they fought at Fidel's side with Che Guevara. The fire lit on that Cuban beach by Fidel Castro still shines all the way to Terra del Fuego. sparks are blown upon the breeze. People rise from off their knees when they see the night is burning. It blazes up in Venezuela, Bolivia, Guatemala lights the road that we must go in order to be free. On compañeros, Americanos, courage was their armor as they fought at Fidel's side with Che Guevara. Courage was their armor as they fought at Fidel's side with Che Guevara.
Before I saw the lights of morn, comradeship of heroes was laid. From every corner of the world came sailing the 15th International Brigade. It came to stand beside the Spanish people to try and stem the rising fascist tide. Michael's allies were the powerful and wealthy. Frank Ryan's men came from the other side. Even the others were believed as the battle for Madrid had thundered on. Truth and love against the force of evil, brotherhood against the fascist command. La Quinta Brigada, no passing on the pledge of middle face. Adelante is a crying on the hillside. Let us remember them tonight. Pompeo was a church of violent pastor. From Killarney across the Pyrenees it came. From Derry came a brave young Christian brother. Side by side they fought and died in Spain. Tommy Woods, age 17, died in Cordova. With the Fianna he learned to hold a gun. Dublin to the Via del Rio, died beneath the Spanish sun. Viva la Quinta Brigada, no passing on the pledge of middle face. Adelante is a crying on the hillside. Let us remember them tonight. Any Irishman heard the call of Franco, join Hitler and Mussolini too. Propaganda from the Pope and newspapers helped out Duffy to enlist his puppet crew. And the word came from the judge of Northern Nancy. Men of thought had failed once again. There's just burning leaving as they sailed beneath the swastika to Spain. Quinta Brigada, no passing on the pledge of middle face. Adelante is a crying on the hillside. Let us remember them times. This song is a tribute to Frank Ryan, Good Conway and Billy Cody too. To Neely, Charlie Reagan and Hugh Bonner. Danny Boyle, Blazer Brown and Charlie Donnelly. Neil Thomason and Jim Straney from the fall. Jack Doughty, Tommy Patton and Frank Conroy. Jack Foley, Tommy Fox and Dick O'Neill. Viva la Quinta Brigada, no passing on the poets and edifices, and the lanterns are crying on the hillside. Let us remember them tonight. Even the keys of the garden. Let us remember them tonight. Even the keys of the garden. Let us remember them tonight. Fuck the Nazis.
You came to us from all peoples, from all places, from all races. You came to us like brothers, and in the hardest days of war, when the capital of the Spanish Republic was threatened, it was you, gallant comrades of the international brigades. For the first time in the history of the people's struggles, there has been the spectacle, breathtaking in its grandeur, of the formation of the international brigades to help to save a threatened country's freedom and independence, the freedom and independence of our Spanish land. Communists, socialists, anarchists, republicans, men of different religions, yet all of them fired with a deep love of liberty and justice. And they came, and they offered themselves to us unconditionally.
We will call the meetings now. We will take the chair. You will call us out on strike to demand our equal share. Danny, dear old Danny, in Belfast won't remain, for he's gone to fight the fascists in the civil war in Spain. Hitler sent the bombers, Mussolini sent big guns. Mother Church sent curses on her daughters and her sons. The people armed with sticks and stones against the tanks that came, and they drove back Franco's armies to the city once again. They came from many countries to fight and save Madrid. No one knows just how you held, but the whole world knows that you did. They fought to make us equal, to win back the rich man's gains, and they died in bloody trenches in the civil war in Spain. Well, you fought well at Jarama, in Aragon as well, on the plains of old Cordoba, sure they blew you all to hell. You crossed the Ebro River, your blood the veins did stain. Ireland lost her fighting men at the civil war in Spain. They fought to make us equal, to win back the rich man's gains, and they died in bloody trenches in the civil war in Spain.
Thomas Lynch from Dublin, Danny Boyle from Belfast town, David Walsh from Ballina, sure they fell on Spanish ground. Kit Conway to Tipperary, Mickey Kelly from Ballinasloe, Frank Ryan taken prisoner, sure he never would come home. They fought to make a sequel to win back the rich man's gains, and they died in bloody trenches in the Civil War in Spain. And the fascist bullets won't permit dear Danny to return. This fateful loss we Belfast folk will never cease to mourn. For they fought for the Coney column, the brave 15th Brigade. Danny died for freedom in the Civil War in Spain. They fought to make a sequel to win back the rich man's gains, and they died in bloody trenches in the Civil War in Spain.
Comrades of the International Brigades, you can go proudly. You are history. You are legend. You are the heroic example of democracy, solidarity and universality. We shall not forget you, and in the future will cry out with all our hearts, long live the heroes of the International Brigades.
Of all the stars that ever shone, not one does twinkle like your pale blue eyes, like golden corn at harvest time, your hair sailing in my boat, the wind gently blows and fills my sail. Your sweet scented breath is everywhere. Daylight peeping through the curtains of the passing nighttime is your smile. The sun in the sky is like your laugh. Come back to me, my Nancy. Linger for just a little while. Since you left these shores, I've known no peace nor joy. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, if you'll return again. Where is the ring they gave to Nancy Spain? On a day in spring, when snow starts to melt and streams to flow, with the birds I'll sing a song. In a while I'll wander down by Bluebell Grove, where wildflowers grow, and I'll hope that lovely Nancy will return. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, if you'll return again. Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain?
My song for you this evening, it's not to make you sad, nor for adding to the sorrows of our troubled northern land. But lately I've been thinking, and it just won't leave my mind. I'll tell you of two friends one time who were both good friends of mine. Now Isaac, he was Protestant, and Sean was Catholic born, but it never made a difference, for the friendship, it was strong. And sometimes in the evening, when we heard the sound of drums, we said it won't divide us, we will always be as one. There were roses, roses, there were roses, and the tears of a people ran together. It was on a Sunday morning when the awful news came round. Another killing had been done just outside Newrytown. We knew that Isaac danced up there, we knew he liked the band, but when we heard that he was dead, we just could not understand. Now fear, it filled the countryside, there was fear in every home, when late at night a car came prowling round the Ryan Road. A Catholic would be killed tonight to even up the score. Oh Christ, it's young MacDonald they have taken from the door. There were roses, roses, there were roses, and the tears of a people ran together. Isaac was my friend, he cried, he begged them with his tears, but centuries of hatred have ears that do not hear. An eye for an eye, it was all that filled their minds, and another eye for another eye, till everyone is blind. Now I don't know where the moral is, or where this song should end, but I wonder just how many wars are fought between good friends. And those who give the orders are not the ones to die. It's Scott and young MacDonald and the likes of you and I. There were roses, roses, there were roses, and the tears of the people ran together. There were roses, 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 and the tears of the people ran together.
St. Valentine's Day comes around once a year. Our thoughts turn to love as the time it draws near. When sweethearts and darlings, husbands and wives, pledge love and devotion for the rest of their lives. As the day turns to evening, soon night time does fall. Young people get ready for the Valentine's ball. As the night rings with laughter, some families still mourn the 48 children who never came home. Have we forgotten the suffering and pain, the survivors and the victims of the fire in Artane? The mothers and fathers forever to mourn the 48 children who never came home. And 'twas down to the Stardust they all made their way. The bouncers looked on as they lined up to pay. The records were spinning, there was dancing as well. Just how the fire started, sure no one can tell. In a matter of seconds, confusion did reign. The room was in darkness, fire exits were chained. The firefighters wept, for they could not hide their sorrow and anger for those left inside. Have we forgotten the suffering and pain, the survivors and the victims of the fire in Artane? The mothers and fathers forever to mourn the 48 children who never came home. Throughout the city the bad news had spread. There's a fire in the Stardust with 48 dead. Hundreds of children are injured and maimed, and all just because the fire exits were chained. Our leaders were shocked, grim statements were made. They shed tears by the graves as the bodies were laid. The injured have waited in vain for 4 years. It seems like our leaders shed crocodile tears. Have we forgotten the suffering and pain, the survivors and the victims of the fire in Artane? The mothers and fathers forever to mourn the 48 children who never came home. 500,000 was paid in solicitors' fees, a fortune for the owner and his family. It's hard to believe that not one penny came to the working class people who suffered the pain. The days turn to weeks and the weeks turn to years. Our laws favour the rich, or so it appears. A mother still waits for her kids to come home. Injustice breeds anger, that's what's been done. Let us remember the suffering and pain, the survivors and the victims of the fire in Artane. the mothers and fathers forever to mourn, the 48 children who never came home.
In Belfast streets I heard it said, they shoot little children dead. Take a life, that's what they've done, with plastic bullets from their guns. And we won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. Kept down easy, after all they maimed and killed. Young Caroline, just 12 years of age, shut down by Brits in Bloody Bridge. We Julie Livingstone as well fell victim to their plastic hell. We won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, after all they maimed and killed. They tried to drag us from our streets, why take a life so young and sweet? Do they not know we'll not be beat? Their violence is their own defeat. And we won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, after all they maimed and killed. They tried to make us toe their line by using every type of crime, but freedom won't be terrorized, nor freedom struggle criminalized. And we won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, after all they maimed and killed. And we won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, after all they maimed and killed. After all they maimed and killed. Let our children go to school. You've broken every human rule. The world sees you for what you are. Bombing children won't keep you in power. Bigot scaring children's what you are. And all our children want to do is learn. For education deals with such concerns. Ignorance only breeds fear. Prejudice feeds hate and violence here. It makes the situation more unclear. Your demonstration clearly says, orchestrated by the UDA,
Perhaps you think that everyone is blind, or because we're slightly different, does it mean we don't have minds? One day you might realise that we are all mankind, but that might take some time. So let our children go to school. You've broken every human rule. The world sees you for what you are. Bombing children won't keep you in the park. Bigots scaring children's what you are. Or maybe you could go to school. Might teach you a thing or two, that human beings are made the same. That doesn't mean our children can be blamed. Bigots just like you should be ashamed. Yes, bigots just like you should be ashamed.
Page 3 girls get you excited. You support Rangers and Man United. All you do all day is take up space with a stupid look on your stupid face. Had a girlfriend you really loved, but you are a shit and she got fed up of it. I don't know what you do, but I know we'd be better off without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. 'Cause you're a big fat, bigoted arsehole, you're a big, fat, bigoted arsehole, you're a big, fat, bigoted arsehole, you're a big, fat, bigoted arsehole, I know, I know, I know. You've got Billy tattooed on your neck and a Union Jack above your bed. You've got nothing intelligent to say, and no one's listening to you anyway. 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 'Cause you're a big, fat, bigoted arsehole, 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 I know, I know, and I know you know, I know.
Evening. Merry Christmas.
but united when we played them away. They gave us a penalty and took it away. I said, hey, 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 fuck the SFA. But Dougie McDonald, you're a cheating fuck. But Craven the linesman said you made it up. I said, hey, 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 fuck the SFA. You say that we're all paranoid, but we know what you say. Fuck the SFA. Tony Mowbray, we took it on the chin, but now on the lady, your lies are wearing thin. I said, hey, 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 fuck the SFA. But Lawson to Tommy took my home next day. They never got decisions to go their way. I said, hey, 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 fuck the SFA. You say that we're all paranoid, but we know what you say. Fuck the SFA. Mistakes, that's all you can say. But the countless decisions that never go away. I said, hey, 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 fuck the SFA. You say that we're paranoid, we know what you say. You'll never stop us singing about the IRA. I said, hey, 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 fuck the SFA. You say that we're all paranoid, but we know what you say. Fuck the SFA. Cheers. Careful now.
Are green, the colours are blue. When you're born in this world, they give the colours to you. You don't have a choice. In a city that's shaped by the scars of the past, our colours are taken, nailed to the mast. Hear the songs of the tribes. Some call it the holy war, a subdivision to cut the city to the core. Another Derby Day, another casualty, and all the paper says city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. This is our city and these are our colours. Find your drum, you're up to your knees in hate. It's haunting you to hate. Find your drum, you're up to your knees in hate. Who taught you to hate? Defeat and shame might start with us.
Right, now I'll stick to this wee medley.
Sad are the homes round Gario since lost their joy and pride. The banshee cry links every vale all along the Shannon sides. That city of the ancient walls, unbroken, sweetie stone, dying rain, surround your name, Sean South from Carrion. Well, it was on a New Year's Eve as the shades of night came down. A lorry load of volunteers approached a modern town. There were men from Dublin and from Cork, from Manan and Tyrone. And the leader was a Limerick man, Sean South from Garryowen. And as they looked along the streets up to a barrack store, they stormed the danger, they made meat of the faith and lay and snore. They're fighting for old Ireland's cause to claim their very own. And the foremost a gallant man was south from Garryowen. The sergeant foiled a dead man to spy them through the door. With a Sten guns and the rifles too, a hail of death did roar. They had gone an awful night was all to men. As cold as stone. There was one from County Monaghan and one from Garryowen. A seagull cry on the morning Shannon tide. Shannon tide. Whoops. They're gone to join that gallant band of trumpets, bass and tone, another matter or diamond shots out from Garion. Was a morning in July, I was walking through Tipperary when I heard the battle cry from the mountains overhead. I looked up to the sky and saw an Irish soldier lie. We looked up near, I feel the singing said, oh, will you stand in the man like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the ground? And will you march with the name to an Irish battlefield? But tonight we're gonna free all the ones from town. Well, said I to that soldier boy, won't you take me to your captain? But it will be my pride and joy just to march with you tonight. My brother fell in cut and my son in a escort fee, but to that noble captain I did say, oh, I will stand in the van like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the ground. And I will march with the wind to an Irish battlefield, but tonight we're gonna free all the Wexford town. Oh, well, you stand in the man like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the ground. Well, you march with one ear to an Irish battlefield, but tonight we're gonna free all the Wexford town. And as we march back home again, in the shadow of the evening, with the banners flying low to the memory of a dead, and we return into our homes, but without a soldier laddie. But I never will forget those words he said. Well, you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the crown. Well, you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, but tonight we're gonna free all Wexford town. Oh, well, you stand in the man like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the crown. Well, you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, but tonight we're gonna free all the Wexford town. Oh, tonight we're gonna free all the Wexford town. Oh, story about the falls over my guns and gas, terrorise and women as and coming out of mass. I shout our Scottish traitors we never will forget. By God, we know the Irish are out of beating them. You've heard about the B-men of Brilla, you see. You've heard about the Blackatans and bygone history. But there's another regiment the devil calls his own. There's no one else the Black Watch, the Western and Rhine of all. Or strolling down the falls road with my guns and gas, terrorising women as and calling out en masse. I shout our Scottish traitors we never will forget. By God, we know the Irish are out of beating yet. These soldiers come from Scotland and chase the all know well. The scummiest Glasgow and the Tinny boys that know. They're given a British uniform, they're given a British gun. They join the fucking army just to have themselves some fun. Oh, strolling down the falls with my guns and gas. Today's and women ass and coming out en masse. A shower of Scottish traitors you never will forget. They got to be all the Irish shot out of beating yet. When I grow up and marry, I'll have a little son. I'll tell him about the regiment and the terrible things he's done. And when he gets older, he becomes a man with me. He'll join the professional IRA instead of Ireland free. I'm strolling down the falls with my guns and gas. Terrorised and women ass and coming out en masse. A shower of Scottish traitors we never will forget. They got to be all the Irish that are beaten yet. They got to be all the Irish and shoot the bastards dead.
Folks, I want to sing a song which is going to be on my new album, so I don't expect you to know it. So I just expect you to bear with me for 3.5 minutes. But if you look through the history of struggle and song, you'll find that often in struggle songs that the women who played their part in the struggles have been overlooked in the songs. We have a whole pile of songs remembering the men who played their parts in struggles all over the world. And often the women are overlooked. There can be no struggle without the woman. So we'd like to do a song which is for all these women so callously overlooked in song. It's called I Believe in You, because we do. And it goes a bit like this. You don't know the words, but maybe you can stamp your feet and clap your hands and do all the rest of the stuff that you do so well. Highways in the dead of night, singing songs about the justice I don't believe is right, but I believe in you. Well, I've seen 100 graveyards and a chance to say goodbye. I've never known an English soldier, but I've seen a couple die. But I believe in you. There's no flowers at the graveside from anyone at all. We have pictures in the paper and I think that says it all. And all that I can do is maybe dedicate this song and try and shame the bastards that spelled your name wrong. I